I could not have picked a better time to start my Mossverse reread because we are getting new ACOTAR books. October and January, baby. I am so excited. I am right on time. Excited. But I want to actually talk about SJM's interview with Call Her Daddy last night. Now, I do think that me and some others are going to go live tonight and talk about our thoughts, but details to come on that, okay? So my initial thoughts are I really enjoyed SJM getting vulnerable with us and, talking about like what was going on when she wrote of Court of Silver Flames and, Akamath, things like that. I appreciated that vulnerability from her. And I also resonate with Nesta a lot. Nesta's like my favorite character in the ACOTAR series and one of my favorite in the Mossverse as a whole. I love her character. And, I kind of hope that some of you who have been so nasty about Nesta, like, sit with that nastiness a little bit and, reflect, but whatever. I do feel vindicated that Bryce and Hunt are endgame. She also did say that Feyre and Versand and Nesta and Cassian are true love matches, which I don't love that because I don't love those relationships and I have my reasons for that. If you follow me, you know that already, but if you want to know, I'm more than happy to break it down. But whatever. But I feel vindicated about a lot. There's some things that I'm concerned about. I did love her conversation about like the smut or spicy scenes in her works. And I think that was a very good and powerful conversation to have, and I'm very happy with how she handled that conversation. I am not as happy with how she handled the pregnancy situation with Rhysand and Feyre, or how she explained it, because I feel like, and I understand that she wrote that coming from like her own pregnancy and birth traumas, but I felt like Rhysand didn't get, there's not enough condemnation of it, right? Like, she basically was like, oh, it wasn't okay for him to do, but he was scared. He was entitled to handle his fear. However, no, I don't. What I would like to see is real condemnation of Rhysand's actions. And, that I would like to see that in the book. So not just in an interview. I would have liked to have seen that in the books. Like, a real conversation about how wrong this was, regardless of how scared you were, some atonement, and then move forward. You know what I mean? But whatever. Those are just my initial thoughts. Is there anything that you guys want to talk specifically about, especially if we go live tonight? I don't know. I'm still sitting with my thoughts for the interview, but I am very excited for what's going to come next. I'm very curious to see what SJM's doing.